really good starting hand. Well, that's actually really solid. And no reason to bench anything since we're going first. And my opponent starts Marshadow. Okay, good for us, bad for them. I'll bench the Jirachi, bench Zapdos. We're not sure where we're going to want Choice Band yet. So we'll Cynthia, and then we have a Stellar Wish and potentially another one if we hit an Escape Board. And there's the Escape Board. Not a super hand here off of the Cynthia. We'll grab Nestball. And I don't think it could hurt to Nestball another Zapdos. Regardless of what we're playing, I think it's pretty safe to say we'll use at least 2 Zapdos. And then we'll skateboard into the next Jirachi and Stellar Wish again. And we'll grab a Guzma. And then attach energy and pass. So not really anything to be worried about with this hand. Even though we don't have draw support, it's fine. I have 2 Jirachi on the board. I have a Guzma Zapdos for next turn, depending on what our opponent turns out to be playing. Acrobike, and they get rid of an Electropower. So possibly a Turbo Pikarom. Yeah, so Electromagnetic Radar is going to confirm that it is a Turbo Pikarom of sorts. There's Aurora and Dedenne with the Electromagnetic Radar. That's a really good card. Nestball at the Coco. And Dedenne. So they have all of their... They have the Prism, they have the Zorora for the free retreat. And there is the Pikarom. They have the energy to move. And they haven't played a supporter yet. So this deck is really cool, actually. Like, the turn 1 like combo and setup actually takes a bit of skill. It's not just dumping cards onto the table. And here's the energy switch, and then they need an energy for the Marshadow, and then either a Thunder Mountain or another energy switch in addition to the energy attached. To get the turn 1 full blitz, of course. And there it is. Energy switch into full blitz. So they take the knockout and they should attach 2 to 3 lightning energy to the active. And they're gonna go with 3. We'll send up Jirachi. Okay, so a Tapu Koko GX turn isn't likely, but it is possible. If we could rip like a Cynthia and then get some good draws off of that. Okay, so it looks like we cannot do that. I wonder, so Sledgehammer's doing 30, then 60, so yeah, it's not worth it to try to hit a Beast Energy for that. We'll just take Kukui. Now we can either Guzma up the Marshadow or Kukui into this Pikarom and start getting damage in. I think hitting the Pikarom's the right choice to make. Okay, nothing too great. Retreat into this. And I want to put a Buzzwole down just as like a target for them. They will likely knock out our Jirachi, and that's what we don't want them to knock out. So right now we're doing 100 because of the Kukui. This would be 130. Making 60. So that would be 110 left. Yeah, I think we play the Electropower here. It also, in case of a Let Loose, our hand's a little lighter, so that's 1 card thinned out of our deck to help us draw better. Thunderous Assault for 130. Now they're left with 110, so that's a Thunderous Assault and Choice Band or Electropower away from a knockout. But they will take the lead 3-6 here off of the Tag Bolt that's incoming. Okay, and there's the Tag Bolt. And they knock out the other Zapdos. Okay. So that means we're going to get a Stellar Wish off here. Top deck into a switch. Okay, so we need... Do we Lily or do we Stellar Wish first? This is tricky. So Stellar Wish could get us a Nest Ball, Stretcher. If it gets us an Electropower, then we just draw it, play it, try to take a couple things out of our hand, and Lily hopefully into a Zapdos. Yeah, I think we Stellar Wish first, because like if we hit an Ultra Ball, then we can thin our hand down even more. Hey, look at that. We got an Ultra Ball. Lizard of Oz, thank you for the raid with the party of 7. So nice of you. So we will Ultra Ball away Guzma and Escape Rope. We can burn the Escape Board essentially by just putting it down onto the Zapdos or the Buzzwole. Actually the Buzzwole, because one of our outs is getting a Choice Band for the Zapdos here. So we can attach a skateboard here, attach, and then instead of retreating into the Zapdos, we can just switch into it, and then Lily for 6. And we hit the Choice Band. There we go. Nihilego actually really good here because when they knock out the Zapdos, if they knock out the Zapdos, they'll go down to 2 prizes. I think it is... I'm tempted to rescue Stretcher, but we could be left with needing either a Zapdos or a Jirachi next turn. I think it's safe to go for the Jirachi though, since we can use Nihilego next turn, like guaranteed. Yeah, so we'll grab the Jirachi, just in case they Guzma and knock it out. We will guaranteed have at least one Jirachi, and then Thunderous Assault for the knockout. So if they're running the Rayquaza GX, which I think lists should be running, it's a second out to Energy Acceleration since it's only that and Coco Prism in Standard. If they're running the Rayquaza GX, they do have another shot at setting up a Pikarom in 1 turn here. So if the Stormy wins for an Energy switch it to their Pikarom, attach Return on Thunder Mountain, they would successfully have another Pikarom set up in just 1 turn. So they attach to Zorora. And here's a Guzma. Are we just going to see a pass here? Yeah, just a pass. Okay, and we have Beast Energy in our hand. That could make our Buzzwole. If only we didn't have that Escape Board down on the Buzzwole, but I had to do it to thin the hand efficiently. So we could bring up the Dedenne, swing into it. They could all, I know they can't Tingly Shock us, right? So Ultra Ball, a Guzma up the Dedenne, Beast Energy onto the Sledgehammer. I mean, that could be nice because it could set up a Buzzmosa GX turn for us. So let's Guzma up the Dedenne. We'll bring up our Jirachi, use some Stellar Wish here. Excuse me, use our Stellar Wish here. I think Nest Ball should be fine. And then we can retreat into the Zapdos to do 110 or into the Buzzwole. Excuse me. I think we'll attach to the Nihilego. And then we can just do 110 with our Zapdos. How many Guzmas are we down? 2 Guzmas down. So if they like have Thunder Mountain Guzma, oh, there's the Rayquaza. If they take the Nihilego bait, we will promote Jirachi, Nest Ball out Buzzmosa. As long as it's in the deck, I'm not positive that it was. Oh, here comes a Tapu Koko GX. Never mind. They're not attacking with Zeraora. They're going to knock out the Zapdos. Which means we could actually copy Tapu Thunder GX and KO this Tapu Koko with either a Choice Band or Beast Energy. So let's see what we have available to us. We do have the Buzzmosa, and that will win us the game right away if we hit the Guzma. There's 2 Guzmas in there. We can use at least 2 Stellar Wish, more if we draw into a switch. 24 card deck after we get this out. Or we can use Nightcap to copy this, knock it out, and then we still need to hit a Guzma to win the game. It would give us more turns to hit a Guzma though. So unfortunately, while I think this is the cooler option, I don't think we take it. We'll just go for this. It will just thin this out and then use its ability. So we'll be doing this, and Tapu Thunder will do 180. Yep, Tapu Thunder will do 180. Since we're not using Guzma, I think I'll bench this. Dance of the Ancients will get energy. And I'll attach energy here for turn. Lily for 4. Rescue Stretcher and get a Zapdos back just in case we need that. Stellar Wish. Oh hey, there's the Guzma. Well, we did Lily for 4 cards, so can't guarantee we would have had it. But now we have a Guzma in our hand to win the game next turn. Retreat. And we'll use Nightcap to copy lots of GXs to copy Tapu Thunder GX for the knockout. Down to 1 prize, and we'll just Guzma up the Dedenne or the Mars Shadow for the game. Ion Cannon, thank you so much for the 46 bits and for following. I'll catch up on the chat after the game, guys. Sorry about that. And there's the scoop. Okay. GG. Okay, starting with a mulligan. As long as it's not a Buzzamosa start, I'm cool with it. Zapdos. Could be better, could be worse. Oh man, we're playing against Charizard. This card is a pain in the butt to play against. This is such a bad matchup for us because our damage just does not reach where it needs to against Charizard. Well, they have to damage themselves to attach the energy, right? So maybe we can be okay with like the beast attackers. I'm gonna get this out of our deck. And Cynthia. Alright, this isn't looking great. We'll bench this. Maybe they'll be nice and let loose us. Nest Ball, probably for a Charmander. An Ultra Ball reprint anytime soon. I can't imagine it being gone for too long. Yo, what's up, Wumbo? I know you looking at that bun. So our opponent has an Absol too. This game's gonna be terrible for us. Oh gosh. Nest Ball, Jirachi, Absol. Where's the Charmander, man? Guzma. They're helping us out with the Guzma. So I guess they're dead drawing. Or, well, they aren't dead drawing, obviously. They're getting stuff going, but why'd they Nest Ball out an Absol when they aren't drawing, like, what they need? Like, to the point where they had a Guzma. Nest Ball for a second Jirachi Guzma to get another card. And now they're going to Pokecom. Finally for a Charmander, I assume. Yeah, there we go. Hey, Real Games. What's up, man? Hope you're having a chill night. So this actually became okay for us. We can Guzma, Thunderous Assault. I guess we attach. Well, if we get an Escape Order on the Jirachi, we're still gonna have to pay one to retreat because of Absol, so I'll attach one here. And Thunderous Assault. Algebra 2 test, man. Good luck on it, bro. Yo, what's up, Shiv Patty? Going into the deck with Order Pad, probably getting a Nest Ball for a Charmander. If we can, like, Escape Rope and then hit a Guzma off the Stellar Wish and knock out their next Charmander, that would be amazing. Getting frustrated on the ladder. You really hate Whimsicott. Oh no. Then you do not want to see what decks I have built. Play Power Plant, and then you don't have to worry about Whimsicott. Pokecalm away the Flareon. That Flareon seems to keep finding itself in their hand when they don't want it. But I think they'll actually get 2 Charmanders down at once now. Oh, they played Pokemon Communication for Eevee. Okay. Whatever you say, man, Mega. Cynthia. Not the Guzma that I want, but we'll see what we can do. So let's Nest Ball. Grab another Zapdos. And Escape Rope. And we'll send up a Jirachi and see if we can get either an Escape Board or a Guzma. There's 4 Escape Boards and 3 Guzmas, so... and there's also switches to hit, so the odds of hitting something we want are pretty good. Stellar Wish, and it's an Escape Rope, okay. So, we're in the same boat again. We can play Escape Rope and go into a Jirachi and see if we can hit something else. I think that's... actually, if we hit a Escape Board on this Jirachi... well, I can just attach this energy, so yeah, we'll be fine. I have not attached for turn yet. So, Stellar Wish again. Looking for something. We get an Escape Board, not a Guzma, but we'll take the knockout on Jirachi. So we'll attach, play Escape Board and Cynthia. Okay. And retreat, pay 1 because of the Absol. Bring up Zapdos. 1 lightning, so not time to use Tapu Koko yet. Thunderous Assault. And we take the prize lead 4-6, so that's pretty good versus this deck. They do have kind of this setup time. But if we can be aggressive enough that they can't get multiple Charizards set up, we might be able to win. Yo, thanks for the follow, Gassy. I'll probably get into Guardian either next game or the game after. My list isn't anything too special, really. It's a combination of some Japan lists and of Otto's list. He played it. He was playing the deck on Mahone's channel, Tricky Jim. So I looked at some of the things he chose to play in the deck, and I took some of the Japan lists and a couple of things I've tried out on my own. I tried Lusamine in the deck, and I did not like it. I tried Fairy Charm Ultra Beast, and I replaced it with Fairy Charm Ability. Just a couple ideas on where I'm going with the deck. Yeah, I could see Surge working out. Because you use the Mismagiuses, so you go down on prizes. Alright, so our opponent has the first Charizard down. Let's see if they can get another Charmander as well as a backup. So this actually goes to 130, which means if we get a Kartana that swings 130, we can just one-shot this Charizard, which would be amazing. Kartana is the busted Charizard tech. You heard it here first. So we'll send up this Jirachi since it has an energy on it. There's a beast energy, but that's not what we want. So Thunderous Assault with an Electric Power is doing 110. That's not enough for a knockout, but it is enough that they wouldn't be able to Roaring Resolve again, unless they're like playing something like Max Potions. Well, I think the best bet is to bench this and then Cynthia. Actually, if I get 2 Electro Powers, that's a knockout. I haven't used any Electro Powers yet. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna play the Electro Power and then Cynthia. Ah, we didn't hit it. So we'll attach here. Dance of the Ancients. And oh crap, I cannot retreat. I was thinking that allowed me to retreat, but it does not. Well, we Stellar Wish and get the switch anyway. Yeah, I forgot. I could retreat with 1 because I had a skateboard on this one, and with the Absol, and they cancel each other out. Right. Okay. I didn't attach for turn. If I had a Nest Ball here, I could do the play I wanted to do with the Kartana. Or I can use this switch to switch into this Jirachi, since that one can retreat, and we can see if I get a Nest Ball. Let's do that. Ultra Ball, we'll take it. Or an Electro Power. But we're on 4 prizes, and that's the only time we can use Kartana. So we do that now. And have I used a stretcher yet? I have not, so I'll get rid of a stretcher. I'll get rid of a shrine for the Kartana. Attach, retreat, and big cut for 130. It was a bumpy road, but we got there for the knockout on Charizard. And now they don't have a replacement one, so they're going to bring up Flareon, and Heat Stage will knock out our Kartana, but it'll also put them at 4 prizes if they do that. Which means we'll be at the magical Sledgehammer turn. He's playing the wrong Charizard deck. Yeah, Kartana is if you're exactly at 4 prize cards. It does 130. Yeah, the Kartana is actually a huge burst of damage. I really like it. So our opponent definitely wants to find a Charmander. Potentially 2 Charmanders and then some energy into their hand. So they can Heat Stage, take a prize on our Kartana, and get energy onto the board. They have a Welder. Okay, so we might see even more energy excel if they manage to find the Charmanders. They've only used 1, but they've used 3 Pokecom, 2 Nest Ball, 1 Stretcher. They used a lot of Pokemon Search to like get out the 2 Jirachis, Absol, the Eevee, and the Flareon. Only 2 of those searches went to the Charmander and the Charizard. So there's a Fiery Flint searching for 4 fire energies. So they'll have plenty to accelerate onto the board here. And they get the Charmander, Welder onto it, I assume. no need to welder onto the active. Are they choosing where to put it, I guess? No need to choose, yeah. Onto the Charmander that we're going to knock out with Zapdos. Oh, and they get another Charmander. Nuts. So now they can put energy onto that with their Flareon. So our plan here is going to be knock out a Charmander and knock out the Flareon. Or knock out the Jirachi and knock out a Flareon. That might just be better. Because I really want to hit into this Flareon with our Sledgehammer turn if possible. But it might be better to just... Let's see, we might just want to send this Jirachi up Stellar Wish and then Guzma up the Charmander. Or we can Guzma up the Jirachi, because that's like how they're staying in the game really, is their Jirachis. Promote the Jirachi. Yeah, we'll Stellar Wish and then I think Guzma the Jirachi. Actually, we can take out the Absol since it's really hurting us a lot. If that Absol isn't there, we can use multiple Stellar Wishes a turn, and that helps us out so much. So although that Jirachi's helping them, I'd rather be able to actually use our abilities and secure the game. Because they could just have a draw supporter in there, right? They drew for turn, they drew 3 off of Welder. And they're already down a stretcher, so the likelihood of Absol coming back probably isn't great. And our Shrine of Punishment is actually sticking, so we are getting some nice damage onto the Flareon to make that easier to knock out. Stellar Wish for an Order Pad. If we aren't able to knock out the Flareon GX, we can actually go for a Beast Game GX with our Pheromosa Buzzwole on the Jirachi or Charmander. With a Beast Energy, of course, because we need the extra damage. So there's a Candy. 1 Charizard is in play now with 2 energy attached. And they have a bunch of energy on the board altogether. So are they going for their GX attack here? No, they went for Bright Flame. That's really weird. They probably shouldn't have done that. Okay, Nest Ball. And they have 4 energy on the board. We have not played Thunder Mountain yet. And do we have an Ultra Ball in the deck? We do not. Okay, so getting a Tapu Koko probably isn't going to happen. The Tapu Koko GX, that is. 40, it goes up to 50 for Shrine. 130 off of the Zapdos. Electric Power makes it 180. Another Electric Power is the knockout. So I'm going to play Electric Power and then Cynthia. And let's see what we can do here. I think that's game. So Thunderous Assault for 110, 140, 150. That's 190. No, we would still need more. Maybe I did that wrong. So it's at 50 with Shrine. And then 130 with Thunderous Assault, 160 with... Okay, that's at 190. So yeah, I'd need 1 more. And I have a switch in my hand, so we can go for another Stellar Wish. Ah, did not get it. Okay. We'll take the Kukui. I should have taken the Escape Board. That's my fault. So we could play it risky and switch into this Jirachi and see if we can hit the Thunder Mountain and go in with Tapu Koko for game, but there's no need to do that. We'll just switch into Zapdos. So now they have 20 damage left, and Shrine will knock them out after my next turn, even if I don't get an attack off on the Flareon. So here comes the Charizard, which they should have attacked with last turn. I'm still pretty confused on that. I'm not sure if they would play any stadiums other than Heat Factory in here, actually. And they've already played down their Heat Factory. Yeah, so they didn't replace the stadium. And then we'll just end our turn. And GG.